Half the world's population needs or is undergoing some kind of dental or oral health care. Our teeth affect our well-being, our ability to live properly, and our mental health. Driven by new technology, the worlds of dentistry and orthodontics are growing rapidly. Swiss firm Straumann Group has tripled its workforce in less than 10 years, expanding from implant provider to key innovator across the wider sector. As I learned from CEO Guillaume Daniello. Guillaume, great to talk to you. Thanks for having me here. First of all, what is clear? Straumann Group is growing really fast, and that must bring with it all sorts of challenges and opportunities.
Yeah, actually, growing fast is I think it's the right position to be in. This is allowing us as an organization to invest significantly and being able to invest in R&D for differentiation, but also investing in our people for helping them to grow, investing in all the opportunities we are seeing around us, and of course attracting talents, because we know that people is the name of the game. And when it comes to challenge, obviously, is being able to attract those talents as fast as we need. This is obviously something that we are working on every day.
This being 2022 and we being where we are now, was this inevitable? Was it inevitable in the world of dental care that you would need to expand?
I think expansion is especially coming to adapting to our evolving environment. And in dentistry, there are major disruptions. Like many other industries, we have the first one is digitalization. Everything is going digital, dentistry the same. The second one is consolidation. We have all those small practices that are grouping together to deliver better care. And the third one is, we call it the rise of the health consumer. You, me, all the people are getting much more aware of the treatment possibilities and are seeking directly some kind of treatment. And we need also, as an industry player, to adapt to those.
And behind all this, though, technology, of course, is driving so much change nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, I think technology is a big part of the change. I think if you remember when you were going to the dentist years ago with having a little bit of fear about what's going to happen and not understanding so much what the dentist is telling, digitalization is helping all of this. You can have an online diagnostic with him that before going to the practice, you will start to understand what is your oral health situation. When you will be there, he will take scanner and some digital information in order that it can be very more precise and faster to treat the different, let's say, indication that he has seen, leveraging all those buzzwords, which is artificial intelligence, to be much better in what he does. And when you will be leaving the practice, he will offer you a way to monitor the progress of the treatment online with some connected devices. Then technology is going to transform entirely the patient journey.
So it's hard for all of us to keep up in some ways. I mean, that kind of growth, your footprint suddenly gets so much bigger. Mm-hmm. How do you tackle the sustainability issue at Straumann?
Yeah, sustainability is a very important part of our strategy, completely embedded. We are really definitely believing that we want to do well by doing good, and we have taken some very significant commitments. Just as a couple of examples, we are supporting and investing in education, especially in low to mid income countries, to support access to treatment. We are also making very strong commitment to have 100% renewable electricity in all our manufacturing sites by 2024, and so on and so forth. Then for us, sustainability is the only way also to be a performing organization in the future.
And as the company grows, you get new partnerships, you move more internationally. How do you maintain the culture that you want within the organization? I understand you talk more at Straumann about beliefs rather than values.
Actually, culture is one of the most important topics we have internally here in the Straumann Group. This is, we believe, the major asset or the major competitive advantage that we're having. And we are calling it the high performance player learner Straumann Group culture. We have, you're right, 7 core beliefs. I will just illustrate, for example, 4 of them. The first one is customer obsession, because everything starts by the customer in our organization. All the ideas of innovation are coming from this side, and obviously afterwards all the success is also coming from them. On the business side, we believe that entrepreneurship is one of the most important mindset we want to see among the people that are working in the group, seeing opportunities, sizing them, and being able to transform those opportunities into customer solution. Then the third one would be psychological safety. We believe everyone should be able to phrase their point of view, which is creating strong teamwork, and teamwork creates trust creates speed, and speed performance. And last but not least, looking at all those changes, we know that we need to learn for life, then passion for learning, whatever the position you are in the organization, is a core belief.
Looking at some of your goals, I mean, you say in your literature you want to create 10 million smiles by 2030. You want to unlock the potential of people's lives. I've seen that all over your headquarters here. It's clearly a strong message. How do you match those two elements of modern dentistry now? You've got physical and mental health, and you've also got the world of well-being.
In fact, this purpose of creating a 10 million smile by 2030 is really the reason why we are waking up in the morning. The research clearly demonstrated the relation between oral health and general health. And that's why we believe that supporting people having the best oral health possible is really making them then much better from a total health perspective. Just a couple of examples. We know that tooth loss is impacting your nutrition capabilities. We see that in the elderly population. Something less known is that the infection of the gingiva, which is called periodontitis, could lead to diabetes. Then that's why there is a very, very high importance that everyone is taking care of its oral health. And that's why we are really super positive to participate in this global effort.
You mentioned low and mid-income economies before. I mean, we know that if you live in California and you've got a lot of money, you're going to have wonderful teeth. It can be a luxury. It can also be a necessity. But is there a contagion? Will this technology spread down the tree, as it were, in time?
Yeah, you're right on the point that there is a lot of discrepancies in the health public policies with regard to oral health, which is not very well supported, be it actually low to middle income country, but also the same on developed country with more the underserved, I would say. Then there will be a need of reinventing also the way oral care is delivered in the future to make sure that we can increase accessibility of this kind of treatment.
As I understand it, DSOs are something we should be looking towards in the future. They're becoming more and more common in healthcare systems. Tell me a bit about that, DSOs.
Yeah, DSOs, it's a dental service organization. Those are organizations that are acquiring and grouping multiple dental practices in different geographies. And this is having two positive impacts in dentistry. The first one is that they are allowing dental practices to invest in technologies, because for small dental practices, sometimes now having access to the most modern technology is really costly. Then those kind of large organizations can finance those technology for the dentist. And the second side is through economy of scale, they are driving much more efficiency and then are going to contribute to access of care by having lower cost procedures in a lot of different geographies.
So final thought then, Guillaume, what's your vision for the future? We've seen so much change within your company and within the wider dental world anyway, so much ambition, growth, technology. What's your vision for humanity's mouths for the future?
Yeah, I think the good news is that we see the future very positively. We want to impact as an organization the three major aspects of dentistry. Access first. It's making sure that we can support the education of dental professionals all across the world, because at the end, we are all going through the hands of professionals, and this is still very unequal. Then I believe in the future there will be much more education around the modern capability of doing dentistry, and we are a strong driver of this. We know that patients will be more and more aware. Digital communication will make people more, let's say, aware of their oral health, and especially the prevention side of it. Taking the first step of keeping a very good oral health is already much better than starting to treat the problem. And affordability will be the last point. We believe that dentistry will be more affordable thanks to technology. It will allow faster and more cost-efficient way of driving treatment. And this is also where the Straumann Group is putting a lot of investment.
Sounds like you're going to be in the business a while.
We are looking forward to it.
Guillaume, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.